Hare Krishna. Welcome to Tax YouTube channel. This is CA Rohnar, practicing chartered accountant based in Mumbai, also partner in Motilal and Associates LLP, member firm of Marks Network. Welcome to the video series What Laws Says, and today we are going to discuss two important case laws reported to High Court under income tax law. So let's dive into it. Let me allow to share my screen. Yes. So, scope of exemption under section 10 subsection 1 agriculture income is what our subject for today's discussion under first case, and under second case we will discuss a revisional jurisdiction under section 263, that is power of PCIT. So the cases selected are here Nuziveedu Seeds Limited versus CCIT, and second principal CIT versus Britannia Industries Limited. So why these cases are important? They clarify what limits of tax authority powers. They reinforce taxpayer protections against the arbitrary revision, and they revisit core concepts like agriculture income and section 263 jurisdiction. So these rulings are highly relevant for tax practitioners, corporate taxpayers, and litigation and advisory professionals too. So let's start with our today's first case. So first case is Nuziveedu Seeds Limited versus CCIT. Date of order is 30th January 2026. And Telangana High Court is where is the case is reported. Assessment year relevant here is 2012-13 and 2013-14. So it pertains to scope of exemption under section 10 subsection 1, that is related to agriculture income. So moving further, let's understand facts of the case. The assessee is engaged in what? Research, development, and production of what? Hybrid seeds. It claimed exemption under section 10 subsection 1, that is agriculture income, right? So activities involved here: contract farming with farmers, then supervision of cultivation, supply of parent seeds, buyback arrangement, and the assessing officer disallowed here exemption and held activity as business income. So let's see what was the issue under consideration. So issue was whether income from hybrid seed production under supervision qualifies as agriculture income under section 10 subsection 1 is or not. So very important consideration. So let's see what relevant legal provisions here, that is section 10 subsection 1. What section 10 tells about is exempt agricultural income. It exempts agricultural income. Section 2 subsection 1A, agricultural income includes what? Income derived from land, that is directly, then agricultural operations and subsequent processing too. So moving further, let's see what were the grounds of the appeal. So revenues contention here was assessee is a commercial enterprise, farmers are independent contractors, and activity involves technical process beyond agriculture is what revenue contended. Whereas assessee's contentions here, complete control over cultivation, seeds production involves what? Basic agricultural operations, and farmer acts as agents. Very interesting. So let's see what High Court observed and held. Telangana High Court observed that agricultural income depends on nature of activity, not merely ownership of the land. Very important. What it observes is that agricultural income depends upon nature of activity, not merely ownership of the land, who owns the land. So assessee provided seeds, controlled cultivation, and also supervised the operations is what High Court observed. Then farmers acted under contractual control. The court emphasized that basic agricultural operations were carried out on land in given case. So it held that income from hybrid seed production under supervision is agriculture in nature. So it in the favor of the assessee decision, in the favor of the assessee. So what principle laid down by this case? Substance over form. That is, even corporate structures can earn agricultural income. Very important. So control test is also important. If assessee controls agricultural operations, it qualifies for exemption. Integration of activities. Post-harvest process do not destroy agricultural character. Very important. Post-harvest processes do not destroy agricultural character. Contract farming recognition is also important, and farmers can act as agent. Very, very interesting. So practical implications here, seed companies, agri-businesses can claim exemption if control plus agricultural nexus exist. So AO must examine nature of operation, very pinpoint, nature of operation need to be examined, not mere legal ownership, who owns the land. So this was case one. Now moving further, let's go to the second case. Principal CIT versus Britannia Industries Limited. Date of order 9th July 2025. Calcutta High Court. Assessment year is 2018-19 and it pertains to revisional jurisdiction under section 263, that is power of PCIT, Principal Commissioner of Income Tax. Let's understand facts of the case. So assessee, large FMCG company, AO completed assessment under section 143 subsection 3. PCIT invoked section 263 revision. Okay. Issues raised, applicability of section 56(2) clause 10 and allowability of write backs under section 43B. ITAT quashed the section 263 order. Okay. Then revenue appealed before the High Court. Means ITAT decided in the favor of the assessee. So revenue appealed before the High Court. Let's see what was the issue under consideration. Issue was whether PCIT, Principal Commissioner of Income Tax, validly exercise its powers under section 263 or not. So let's see what were the relevant legal provisions. Here, section 263, PCIT can revise order when, if it is erroneous and prejudicial to revenue, both conditions must be coexist. Whenever and is used, so though both conditions need to be full. If it is used or very, very need to be careful while reading the words, interpreting the meaning of it. Here word use is and in the given section provision. So these both conditions, erroneous and prejudicial to revenue, both needs to be cumulative satisfied for the given section to apply. Okay. So that is very important. What PCIT can revise order if it is erroneous and prejudicial to the revenue. So moving further, let's see what were the grounds of the revenue contended that AO failed to conduct the proper inquiry. Order is erroneous and prejudicial. Okay. So assessee contended here that AO examined all issues, right? PCIT acted mechanically. Means here what contention of the assessee is that AO examined all issues, nothing is left. PCIT acted mechanically, no independent satisfaction is what contended by the assessee. Let's see what High Court observed and held. So High Court observed twin conditions mandatory, as I said, error plus prejudice must coexist. Independent application of the mind. Okay, so PCIT must conduct inquiry himself, record satisfaction. That independent inquiry is mandatory. Cannot act merely on AO's proposal. Very important. So AO had conducted inquiry, all facts disclosed, valuation reports also examined in given case. Therefore, AO's view is equal to possible view. ITAT order upheld means ITT order upheld by the High Court and section 263 invocation invalid, revenue appeal dismissed. So it is also favored in the assessees. So what principles laid down by the second case? Twin condition must. Both erroneous and prejudicial must exist. No substitution of opinion. PCIT cannot replace AO's view. Independent satisfaction is mandatory. Mechanical invocation is invalid. Application of the mind is necessary and actions need to be taken by the PCIT. Adequate inquiry versus inadequate inquiry. So if inquiry exists, 263 not applicable. That's what the principles given by this case. So practical implications here, strong protection for taxpayers, limits arbitrary revision, and reinforces what judicial discipline in section 263. Okay, so what we can conclude here is rulings are not just case laws, they are guiding principles for all practitioners, shaping tax administration and taxpayer rights. They should be incorporated in adversary practice, used in litigation, and discussed in professional forums too. So that's it from today. Thank you. Thank you so much for patient hearing. Hope you are gaining valuable knowledge from all these video series which we are conducting on Tax YouTube channel. Please note down my contact numbers. If you have any questions, suggestions, observations, queries, then do let me know via WhatsApp, email, or you can also comment below the video. If you are not yet subscribed Tax YouTube channel, then do subscribe for latest updates and video series like this. Thank you. Thank you so much once again. Bye bye. Take care. See you soon. Hare Krishna.